9, and I'm going to be showing you the planes from my second world. And if you didn't know, my first world where I showed all the previous planes in the last video, it actually got corrupted due to some stupid error. And since I play on PS4, this game crashes 24/7 pretty much. I'll go ahead and recover this. Don't mind this is from a rocket accident. Totally didn't kill nobody. Oh god, I can't get rid of these Xenons. Ah! No! This has been a fail already, I swear. Well, I tried recording this 5 times already, and there's this specific plane. If whenever I crash it, the game crashes itself. So I'm just gonna be able to I can't talk. I'm just gonna show you it in the hangar. Or might just because I have 3 of them outside. But I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna make a separate video showing you flying it if it does work after this. So first plane would be the Cessna. There's a Xenon 225. To be the third plane I'm showcasing. But the Cessna is supposed to be a replica of the actual thing. But it didn't turn out too well. I think I did the back pretty well. But dear lord, look at the wings. They look like crap. Actually did this part pretty well. But ugh. I should have used the same wing in the middle right there. Oh wait, on the real thing it does have that little missing part in the middle. This thing's a real pain to get off the ground because if you try to pull up too hard, the back will freaking smack up and hit you. Feels like there's something missing in the middle where the wings normally would be on the plane. Yeah, I got to take off. The second time I got to take off out of 5 recordings. It actually flies pretty well, but it stalls very easily. Like a flat spin stall. Worst stall you can get. And that's what my Xenon 225 does. Whoa. Scheiße. Yeah, I wanted to crash that anyway. Alright, see that plane doesn't crash the game when it crashes. Alright, next plane will be the Microplane. This plane literally ropes your balls like you're at a rodeo when you're trying to fly it. It's astonishing because of how small it is and it actually flies. But the controls are backwards and it flies like total crap. I mean, I swear. It feels like you're almost getting a heart attack when you try to turn this thing. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you can't have SAS on because the controls are backwards. You'll see what I mean by it's roping your balls and almost giving you a heart attack when you try to turn this thing. Oh god. You have to wait till it gets at 78 meters a second to pull up. You have to be very gentle to pull up so it doesn't go High School Musical on you. Crap. No. Alright. We got this thing airborne. Yeah, this is what I mean. Almost giving you a heart attack when you fly. And it has this like lifesaver floaty on the bottom for a fuel tank. This Juno engine is actually Oh, that plane, man. It sucks, but it's cool. Oh yeah, you can fit someone in the front of it too. Next, we're going to the Xenon 225. Oh god, I thought my game crashed there for a second. Where is it? So yeah, it should be at the bottom where it usually is. As I said, I tried recording this 4 different times and it crashed the game when it crashed. So fortunately, I'm just gonna show you it. Unless it works at the end, and I'll put it in the video. Here's the Xenon 225. This thing can go pretty fast to whiplashes. But there's a problem. When you try to yank on the controls too hard, it just spazzes out unless you're going really fast, and it like almost like snap the wings in half trying to turn. But I'm working on this thing. I'm trying to get it to fly, so if I get it flying properly, I'd definitely make a video on it. Yes, I made it past the Xenon 225. Next plane, I haven't really thought about this. Oh, there's the WTF machine. Right flyer. This thing I am working on as well, trying to get it to fly. Well, while I'm here, I'm actually going to try to work on it a little bit. I'm going to get this gear a little bit back so it doesn't rub on the ground when it tries to take off. Let's see if it flies now. If this flies, the world's about to end because I'd just be so mad. That's all I needed to do. Because it does remove the tail back stabilizers when you try to fly or take off because the gear is badly placed. There you go. I don't think the right plane's supposed to have jets anyway, so I put it on 50% to make them both equal 100%, just like one engine. Oh yeah, the yaw controls on this are backwards. Alright, see if I can get this right plane. Whoa, whoa, it's flying! It's flying! Yeah! I got the right plane to fly! Wahaha! Scheisse. Sort of fly, it can't really roll. They can only go in a straight line so far. But at least it's flying. So I guess this wasn't a worst plane. Huh. I don't know what's wrong with the rolling. I think I might need to put roll on the canards and get it. Then that'll start to get it to fly. The canards are the two wings in the front. But yeah, it's flying. Yeah, that's all I needed to do to start to get it to fly is the gear. And I need to get those rudders to start working. And I think I need to stretch some of these wings down to the body. Pretty flexy. But yeah, there's the right plane, the right flyer. First plane in the world. Alright, which plane should I show next? The quadjet, maybe. The quadjet. Or the P-79Z. Which one's worse? Stunt plane, tow plane, tank. I'm not gonna show any rovers. Tow plane's actually a pretty good plane. This can be like one of the last. The stunt planes are fails. I think I'm only gonna show like this one right here. Or I can give you a preview of this. I'm gonna go to P-79Z. This is my first biplane. In the other world, this was the first biplane I've ever built. Like the P-79X was what it was called. It was smaller. It had smaller wings and stuff. It looked a lot different. But it was my first biplane. It was fine. Like it was a lot smaller in my other world. Where the wings were, it wasn't really longer. It had different like elevators, this, and the wings are a lot slimmer. But this thing takes off pretty fast. I'm already airborne. It turns really well, but the rolling isn't the best. It kind of looks like a World War I bomber, if only like one engine. And by the way, how I get this thing to fly with the engine facing backwards is I put it in reverse thrust. Look, if I put it in forward thrust, like normal, Let's get stall this crap out. This thing doesn't really stall though, because it turns. I mean, since it's a biplane, I mean, it has like crap little lift. I'm gonna turn this thing, give you a sense of scale how good this thing turns. Yeah, check that crap out. Get smacked, bro. Oh god. Oh yeah, look at that turning. Not even close to the ground. This thing's amazing. I'm surprised this game hasn't crashed yet. I might be able to make this video. I feel good to pop my bones. Sounds awkward. Alright, next we're gonna show my Stunt Plane. First I'm gonna give you a preview of this one, Stunt Plane Mark 2. I'm actually working on this. This is the latest plane I'm working on. So what you can do is you get your crew out and they sit in this spot, and this thing's crazy fast. I mean crazy fast. But I'll show you that later. But I'm gonna go to the original Stunt Plane, which I was trying to make it better than my tow plane, because my tow plane's actually the real stunt plane pretty much. But I didn't know there wasn't any towing cables in the game, so I made a tow plane to try to tow up one of my gliders, but there's no towing cables, so kinda sucks. Just saw this video on YouTube. You should search it up. It's pretty cool. It's called Glider Tow, or you can just search up Glider Tow and it'll bring up this video. And he had a pretty cool tow plane and an awesome glider. I mean, it's a pretty interesting video. Forgot what the publisher's name was, but yeah, this thing's already off. But yeah, it was a pretty cool video. I mean, this thing isn't bad, but it's my tow plane's better. I think this thing looks pretty cool from the top, the intakes. Bam! Look at those stunts. I use a bunch of propeller concepts for designs. This is a propeller concept plane because it has the engine in the front, so it's kind of like a concept. But yeah, here's a stunt plane. Yeah, you thought I was gonna crash. I did too, to be honest with you, but I didn't. So now we're gonna show off my tow plane, which is actually a pretty good plane. We're starting to get into the good stuff now. Next I can show off my glider. Alright, so here's the tow plane. I don't know what happened to my fighter. My fighter is gone, but it's like really maneuverable. I think my game crashed like after I made the fighter, and apparently it didn't save. Cause I know I did save it. I saw it in the menu. Didn't know it wasn't auto saved. She did save it. So here's the tow plane. It looks pretty similar to that stunt plane you just saw. That stunt plane had more of like straight wings, and this had swept wings. But I kind of used the rotate tool to make them forward. I made this little hole with the control surface right here to poke the intake right through. So that's a pretty nice use of angles. But yeah, check out this thing. This is the real stunt plane. Man, this thing never stalls. It has so much power, it just can't stall. Even you can see the speed going up even while I'm doing maneuvers. It just doesn't want to stall. But now, why? Alright, now it's time for my glider, and I'm actually going to show you pretty much a full flight of my glider. What the heck was that? I think that's just a squeak in my chair, but I heard oh, my cargo jet. I have to show you my cargo jet next. Or this time. I thought I heard like a little girl say, yeah. But I think it was just a squeak in my chair. I swear I was about to get my baseball bat and whack the crap out of these people. Whoop. It is pretty late. I tried to make this thing look. I talk kind of loud because this is pretty loud. I tried to make this thing kind of look like the cargo plane from GTA 5, but it kind of failed. I'm gonna work on a different one with the same engine concept. But this thing's crazy fast. It can break the sound barrier. Sadly enough, I tried to add weight so it'll slow down, but no, it's just really, really fast. Like I can go in this throttle, it will still almost be breaking the sound barrier. It's that fast and powerful. But I'm gonna go ahead and crash this thing into that building because that's the best thing to do with it. Because it's so giant. I mean, this thing, I don't know why, but when it crashes, it pretty much only loses the cockpit. And like the rest of it keeps flying, but it crashes later on. But it's pretty crazy. You see a big chunk of it still intact after it crashes. But this is a cargo plane. Ah, this thing's so loud you can hear the sheer power. Pull up! Bam! See that talk about the whole thing is like almost intact still? Fully intact pretty much. Even the engines are still surviving, some of them. Yeah, we totally own that building right there. I kann nichts falsch für das Eisen, Scheiße. I don't know what I said. I messed up on a lot of words in German. Alright. Ooh, hang glider. This thing is a fail. I'm trying to get it to work as well. I'm working on a lot of crap. So here's a glider. God, there's a really awesome plane right above it. This thing glides extraordinarily well. I had a Fat 55 airplane wing and I used the rotate tool to kind of make it straight, so didn't have to go at high speeds to glide. Basically what this does is you have the engine strapped to it. You go as high as you want. You could decouple the engine. I usually put the engine to 0 throttle so that I don't keep hearing the noise of it while I'm gliding. So I'm actually gonna go up to 2 kilometers, which is 2,000 meters. And I'm gonna release the engine at the 2 kilometer mark. I'm gonna show you a full flight of this, so I'm actually gonna land this because I really love gliding. I love gliders, they're pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna start to level off a little bit. We're almost there. Oh, I forgot to put it on 0 throttle. Ah, this is killing my speed. And so now we're soaring in the sky. Where'd the engine go? Oh, there it goes. Please crash. I want to hear you the whole time. Crash. Crash, mate. Yes. Whoa. It's weird how you can still hear the engine from so far away. Or like it was like right there. I mean, obviously you'd be able to hear it from that far away, but check this thing out. I mean, it's the most beautiful glider I've built. There's this one that's actually pretty cool. It had the normal wing, so I didn't know how to angle it and stuff by then. So this wing was actually swept, and it had swept wings coming off the side. And for the tail, it went up, like how you see this goes up right here. And it had swept wings right here and a bunch of control surfaces. It glided pretty well. It's a pretty cool plane, but you need to go a little bit speed to get it to glide because it was swept. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on a F-86 Sabre and maybe like a MiG-15 soon. I really want to work on a B-52 Stratofortress when I get the chance. So we're just gliding down so we can get a good approach on our runway. Originally I had fins coming off the side that are kind of angled like this, or like this kind of, to give it like stabilization and a little bit more lift, but it added so much more lift I had to take them off because I want this thing to try to stay stable when there's no SAS, which is what it's doing right now pretty much. And I wanted to go up a little bit too, so it's not fighting the urge to stay level. So we're coming from a landing here. Oh god, we're going so fast. We can glide all the way out to the ocean if we wanted to at this speed. I want to go ahead and get this landed so the video is not too long. Come on, lose speed. Alright, lost a good amount of speed there. Here from solar eclipse is about to happen. Oh yeah, guys, at the end I'm going to show you a picture of a solar eclipse that happened in this game like a few weeks ago. It was pretty cool. I think it's pretty rare in this game for a solar eclipse to happen. It's the first one I've seen. Alright, soft landing because it's cute. Look how freaking crappy his gear looks like. It looks like he built this gear in his backyard, I swear. It's crap, but it gets the job done. Boom, perfect. And I was 2 kilometers up in the sky, and now I'm back home thanks to this thing's lightning abilities. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and return back to the hangar. A nightmare long. Now I'm gonna show off my drone type looking thing. Which planes I need to show next? Ooh, we're getting pretty close to the end. Oh yeah, I need to show my seaplane off before I go to the drone. Set it. Oh yeah, we're getting close to the end, guys. Here's a seaplane. This thing actually works. I mean, it lands on sea, but you can't get out when you're on the sea or on land. Well, you can't get out on land if you retract the landing gear. But it's kind of weird. This is a biplane too, obviously. I mean, it's like a very well constructed. This is like late biplane design. You look how perfect that wing is. This is late biplane designs. Starting to get to good designs here with biplanes. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, these are empty fuel tanks, so that's why this thing looks like it's about to run out, because it has so much fuel tanks. It has 3 of those lifesaver floats inside this structural fuselage here. So I don't have that much fuel, but no. Get what you can. Thing's pretty maneuverable. Oh god, but you don't want to do that. Oh, let's just watch it crash. You see, there's the fuel tanks. Oh, no explosion in the building. Let's restart and try to land on the water and take off from the water. Then we're gonna show my quad jet drone. It's gonna be a pretty long video, but luckily I changed the settings for it to record to an hour, up to an hour. Just look at that biplane wing. There is like a little glitch right here. I don't know why it's there, but there's a strut sticking out. kind of ruins the look of the thing. But I'm gonna try to fix this sometime. Might have to redo the wing completely, because there's no way of getting those out. But yep, we're in the air. I had to move these floats quite a bit. Like, they were like perfectly in line at the back and stuff before. I have to move these up so much so it doesn't tip over when it lands on water. But you still have to angle it when you land on water so it doesn't tip over. So you have to land kind of like facing backwards or facing up. And I had to angle the wings up a little bit too, so it can take off while going really slow, because the water does slow it down significantly. So it takes off at 45 meters a second. Yeah, that sounds about right. So we're gonna come in for a landing here. This thing wants to go up because of the wing angle. Alright, gotta keep it almost level until you start to see the shadow of the plane on the water, then you start to pull up a little bit. There we go, we landed. That's actually pretty sketchy. But you could completely go to 0 meters a second, you just have to wait for it to slow down that much. Or you can start turning and stuff to slow down. But I'm gonna go ahead and take off again and show you that it can. The propeller concept right here. Thrust. Takes a while to take off on this one, but at least it does take off. Pretty cool plane though. It even looks cool when you're flying it. Alright, almost there. Pull up. Da 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 da. Okay, that's it of that. You guys are thinking I'm weird, don't you? I do too. Alright. Popping my back. It's a pretty long video. Alright, last plane before we get to the good stuff, the last 2 planes that are the best. This thing is awesome, the quad jet. It is basically a drone with jets, and it flies and lands and does crap that you wouldn't even think of because I built it. And it actually kind of looks scary. It looks pretty scary. But it has lights. I mean, that's cool. You can get out of it. There's a command seat up here. There's a parachute just in case. There's some air brakes because you kind of need those to land. Where's the lights? Oh, here's the lights. It has lights because you want to be a baller on this crap. Gangsta. So you won't be gangsta. Let's take off. Half throttle to take off. Oh crap. Oh yeah, it's because I have L1 on. First, I had these landing struts for the gear, but if you were even moving just a little bit, those things would explode into a freaking ball of fire and death and gore. And disintegrate somehow, because made of solid steel. So disintegrate, of course. But the wheels you can actually move around and stuff, and they're way more sturdy for landing, so I love the wheels. Oh god, no, why did I put it in 0 thrust? And I had the whiplash engines. I had the whiplash engines first for the things, they had low gimbal, and they had a really bad reaction time. So I tried using other engines, and I picked the Panther engines, and they had way more gimbal, so it increased the maneuverability by a ton. You know, and it made everything so much better. And it had way better reaction time to thrust change. Alright, so second to last plane, the Messerschmitt Me-262 on very good scale. Almost perfect. I got the wings perfect, I got the landing gear perfect, or almost. The tail. Couldn't really do the tail that good, so I tried my best on the tail, and it looks pretty close, but not the best. But yeah, this would be actual scale to a real Me-262 if it were in the game right now. And I had to angle the wings up a little bit so it'd want to try to stay stable in SAS at least. So yeah, it's pretty good. It goes to real speed, 500 miles per hour or 200 meters a second. It maneuvers kind of like the real thing, aside from the roll. That roll is pretty harsh. But I can't believe how good a scale I got it. I got it like perfect. Even the nose, look at that nose. This nose, if you're wondering how I did it, this is made out of an NCS adapter, which is stock. All the stuff's stock because I'm on PS4. And a small nose cone. That's what the nose is. That looks perfectly for the Me-262. I got the gear placement perfect too. That's like the real thing. Perfect gear placement. Very good, fuel efficient. But there's one thing this has unlike the real one is the engines don't wear down, and they don't have to be replaced every time you use it. Yay! Because in the real Me-262 in World War II, the British had bought this specific metal, I think, for spars and aircrafts that they needed for jets because it would be durable enough to take the heat from the jet engines. And so they couldn't get it from anywhere else, so they had to use this alternative metal, which is close enough, but it wasn't. Well, it was close, but it wasn't close enough. So they had to replace it every time they used the plane. They had to replace the engines every time. But I guess they got it eventually, because I do now. Oh yeah, if this doesn't have any fuel in the fuselage, there's no fuel here. It's all in here, these Mark 0 fuel tanks. So, yeah, pretty fuel efficient thing. Alright, we're gonna go to my favorite creation. This thing's like a trophy, is my prized possession in this world. And that would be the Fokker, World War I Fokker Triplane. That took me ages. Hold on, come on. This thing took me ages to figure out how to get the wheels turning because I'm new to the rover thing. I just have to suspend the thing so it has to put the weight on this. This thing flies very well. I'm gonna show you it flying. No, 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 no. I'm gonna show you landing this thing too, but you have to be careful when you're landing because if you turn too hard, it pops the tires, sadly. But if you're wondering what's in here, it's a bunch of batteries for the rover wheels, just in case you run out of fuel and you need to get home. So, look at this. I'm just moving because those are rover wheels in the front. Alright, let's take off. glad that these are rolling. They actually look really cool that the wheels are rolling on this thing. I think they just look awesome. You guys might think it's weird, but it's pretty cool looking. And they have suspension, so it makes landing pretty soft. But here is the Fokker Triplane. The Red Baron plane. This is the plane that the Red Baron actually flew. Yes, the guy in the pizza box. Which didn't have a mustache, but this thing's maneuverable as crap. Check this thing out. By the way, all these planes that I showed you were made by me, of course. Oh crap. They're made by me. So it took me a lot of time. Cut that wing right half. It took me a lot of time to make these, so I really appreciate it if you give me support for these things. Yeah. Tell me if you have any ideas or something that you think I should try to build. But just check this thing out. It's awesome. There goes the back. It's lifting off. I'm actually just gonna make a full loop and land right away, so I can show you it landing. I think later on I'm actually gonna make almost like replicas. Like on a real thing, the tail is actually kind of squared looking. So I think I might have to use like wing connectors like these and angle them just perfectly together to make like a square type look. But yeah, this thing's pretty fast considering it's a biplane, but it's slow in this game terms. I'm actually gonna turn off the motors for these so it doesn't pop the tires if I decrease the motor like drastically. This thing is pushing the limits. Right. Had a few feet to spare. Thank God I added these new elevons in the back, making it a lot more maneuverable. Alright, I'm gonna try to land this thing. Get to be careful, because if you try to turn and you land or turn too hard, it pops the tires, so you gotta be careful when you're landing this thing. You gotta be careful with the brakes too, because if you brake too hard, you'll pop the tires. Alright. Oh, I gotta turn softly. Oh. Going too fast to make a turn on this. There we go. We're just gonna use our, oh yeah, I turned off the motor in this. But yeah, here's the Fokker Triplane. Pretty amazing plane. I love this thing. It's just such a good plane. But yeah, guys, actually before I leave, I want to make that promise to you that I'm gonna show you the Xenon 225. Oh god, just give me a mistake. I hope, well, at least I could save the recording now, even if it does crash. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to show you the Xenon 225. This thing is the crappiest plane. It should be like, this is gonna be the third plane, or this was gonna be the third plane I was gonna show. Well, it is actually. I did show it, but I didn't fly it, so don't think this is, I think this is my best plane, because I think it's like one of my worst. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a notification when I get the right plane flying and some of these pretty awesome planes flying properly. They do fly, all of them fly, just not properly. I'm working on them. Especially this one. I really want to get this one to work properly, because look at this. Or I have to wait for the front gear to explode, and I have no gear. No. You see what I talk about? Oh god, it's gonna crash. The game. No. No, 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 no. No. Hey. It didn't crash the game this time. Oh god, this is scary. Alright. Well, I guess I'll see you guys later. This is eDoc5129. Shooting out, mate. Goodbye.